We're live in 2 minutes.
Oh, now you do the countdown.
Yeah.
Thing look a lot better. You got the shirt.
Yeah, his looks smooth. 1-1-1-1-1.
Yeah.
23 seconds. Do you want to introduce yourself, or you want me to start?
No, keep doing your thing.
All right, cool. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Q and Day show, where we are going to discuss all things football with a splash of entertainment and culture, if you would. I am half of this phenomenal show.
Yes.
Day by day with an I, not a Y. Please do not ask why. Podcast host and up-and-coming sports journalist.
There you go.
And to the left of me on the screen, we are joined by the real QCB radio sports host or sports radio host for Fox Sports Radio here in Charlotte from 4 to 6 p.m. on HD2 radio stations. Stand-up comedian, entertainer.
I got a damn food truck. I donate plasma. What you need?
Yeah.
What you need?
Yeah.
I'm a true hustle man.
You do a little bit of everything. You know what I was actually thinking of earlier? For those who don't know, we're based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I was thinking about, remember, what was it, like 2 years ago now when you did the stand-up routine for the Panthers at their training camp?
Yeah. You came down there with me.
Yeah.
You came down there with me,
Recorded.
man.
And what's your man's name?
DS.
Darren
DS Sanders.
Yeah, that was a good time, man. That was good exposure. Like, it was crazy because I stay working out, and I'm probably like 4 years removed from college at the time.
You finna tell me you finna tell them what you told me down there? Go ahead.
What I tell you? What I tell you? I don't remember what I told you.
You said, Q, I'm looking around because they took their break.
Yeah,
Wofford training camp. They had a magician, and it was an entertainment. Like all NFL teams have entertainment, right? To break up the monotony.
So I'm in the crowd with the football players during training camp for the Panthers.
Was nuts for this comment.
I can't remember what I said verbatim, but I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking.
Go ahead.
I'm looking around because I'm literally sitting with them. Like, at
Chris
one point,
McCaffrey, Shaq Thompson. That's what Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, at one point I think people thought I was with the team as well, like some staff. And I'm looking around. I was like, yo, I would lock some of these receivers up. I would rock some of these running backs. They are not that big.
Have you lost your damn mind?
Hell no.
I couldn't believe when you talk. That's what I was gonna say. You said.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Q, look, man, look. Man, I could lock some of these. I say, Davon, have you lost your damn mind?
I could have easily got busy.
Hey, man, don't get them dudes sitting in that church auditorium that we was in Wofford after they had their morning practice and came for the entertainment purposes. Yeah. And look at them and think you go out there and just play with them. That's like me getting up in the morning. You know what, D? I'm gonna come over there later, play some NCAA, but I'm finna run this 5K right quick. Come on, man.
Because I stay in shape. That's different. That's like me
saying
saying
Don't you tell me football shape is different from regular shape?
It is. All right, I'm just saying. Like,
so what you gonna do, Christian McCaffrey? What position was you at Bowie State?
Safety.
Okay. So here comes Christian McCaffrey. Here comes Christian McCaffrey.
Well, Christian McCaffrey, you have to get help from the sideline and from your team.
Oh, now your ass needs some FEMA.
Yeah, you gotta slow. You gotta slow him down as much as possible.
Okay.
So you gotta try to get him You gotta get him chopping his feet in place, try to shake you up, because that half a second he takes to stop and try to shake you, reinforcement can come and help.
Okay, so you saying, give me an example of what you thought you could do to one of them players on offense down there. Like, okay, I just gave you Chris McCaffrey. You kind of
give me a slot receiver. I could lock him up.
I think like Curtis Samuel, maybe Curtis Samuel.
He runs like a 4-3. Give me Robbie Anderson?
Robbie Anderson.
Give me Robbie Anderson.
You got Robbie Anderson.
I could cover him one-on-one.
Okay.
Yeah, I could cover him one-on-one. Yeah. I
couldn't believe that came out your damn mouth.
Yeah,
I just couldn't believe it.
But actually, since you brought up, that's like you saying while we're playing NCAA, instead of playing NCAA, I'm going to go over to 5K.
Yeah.
Earlier you mentioned NCAA. I got a confession to make. I returned my PlayStation for the 4th time.
You know what? I don't want to take this because I'm about to take my headset off.
I returned it for the 4th time.
You can't keep doing. You got me hyped. My thing after we do this, we finna go in there and play some NCAA.
I know, bro.
I got my Colorado shirt on.
I know.
My Gamecocks. I want to introduce you to Lenoris. What's going on with you, man?
Bro. I know. I'm not doing it no more.
What got you mad?
Well, it's not what got me mad. Even though I did lose like 2, I lost in the semifinals online on the road to the championship, and that did piss me off. But it's like, yo, I'm a very disciplined person.
Right.
But when it comes to playing that video games, especially NCAA, I have no discipline. I was up till 2:33 in the morning every weekday playing that game.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't handle it.
You can't balance it out. Like,
I can't.
Nadine, I know you. I've been a gamer since I was small, and then when you get older, you start driving.
Right.
You go through puberty. You got to mix it in with girls, going on dates, going to the club, chilling with your boys, playing basketball, all that. But you get a job, but you have to always have that game with you.
I know.
You have to know how to put that game. I'm playing it now.
I can't control it, and I've been a gamer, so I get it, but I can't control it. Like it was crazy, man. I'm like, yo, I can't control it. Because I'll play. I'm always telling myself, okay, I'm gonna play one game. One game turns into 3 or 4.
Right.
I look up at the clock. It's 2:30 in the morning.
You gotta get up, go to work. Right. Oh, you may have something to do. Just get rest.
And then I'm not even. I didn't even do right. The rest was out of the picture. I didn't even get this done. Like my actual working on the talk shows and stuff. So nothing was getting done.
What does the people behind the counter say when you bring your game back? Or I guess you keep your receipt just for this purpose.
That's a great question. You want to know what? They don't say much because I'm a Best Buy Plus member.
Damn.
$50 a year, which means I have 60 days to return anything I buy from Best Buy. So it's kind of like
so the Geek Squad could come to your house and fix anything if you want them to.
Not necessarily, but if I buy anything and it's 60 days and it doesn't work or I just don't want it, I can return it. So when I come up, I'm like, yeah, I'm returning the PlayStation. They'd be like, do you have a phone number? I give them that phone number. Like, oh, it's like that ding ding, that sign pops up. They know I'm a member. I'm a plus member. So like, okay, you know what, you got it. You got the privilege. You got it.
So all the attitude that they may have next, but once they pop in that phone number.
Oh yeah, that's out the picture. $50 a year, best $50 spent. It's pretty much like
that's what it is.
It's pretty much like Rent-A-Center. I can rent I can rent a PlayStation for 60 days, return it, and do the same thing 2 days after that.
I think we finna, man.
Listen, I'm all about the finesse. America was built on finesse. I'm all about the finesse.
So what we're gonna do now? Like, listen. I'm in the middle of a game 7 with 2K. My boy Bird from the Y.
Yeah.
He got me down 2-1.
Right.
And then me Notes and Bird actually was playing trios on Fortnite because we still play Fortnite. I played Fortnite when I was in the elementary school. Well, I'm still playing it.
Yeah.
Well, you missing it.
Playing Fortnite at 67 years old is crazy, Q. I'm not gonna lie. That is crazy. Not the Call of Duty, at least Battle Royale Call of Duty, just straight Fortnite.
Man, Call of Duty. Give me PSD for real.
That's nasty work.
What is it, PSD or
PTSD?
PTSD. See, I already left for them initial out.
It's messing up. You got that Antonio Brown going on, brother. That's crazy. But yeah, I had to return it, man. I just
believe that.
This is the 4th time in the past year I've done that. 4th time. I just can't get nothing done. And I know myself. I'm like, you know what? Let me put that energy towards the talk shows and everything.
I've heard of the Four Tops. I've heard of the new Fantastic Four movie that's coming out, which I think is going to be horrible. But
yeah, it's going to be awful.
But hearing someone to return a game console 4 times, I've never heard of it. Four times. The same store? Like just
same store. The Best Buy over here on Metropolitan. 4 times. 4 times. And every time I get it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep it for good this time. Man, I'm like, hell nah, I'm taking this thing back, man.
If I was a security guard and I saw you coming back in there, as soon as you step in there and say, hey, what's going on today, brother? Yeah, man. Before you even get the name PlayStation out your mouth, I'm going to tase you. I'm just going to tase you. I'm going to tase you. I may lose my job. Why you tase him? And after I explain to him why I tase you, I'll probably get like paid vacation for 2 weeks. I'm just gonna tase you. But you wasting people's time, man.
I know, yo. And people could actually, and then you can't sell it as a new system after that. You have to sell it as a used open box system after that. So like, someone could have bought that system. Someone could have bought the brand new system that I took. They probably could have got it for their kid. They probably was trying to get it for their kids. Be like, oh, we just sold our last one to this guy. But he's going to return it soon, and then we're going to have to sell it as an open used. It's actually nasty.
Like one of my ghetto ass cousins, your ass messy.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's nasty. The fact that I'm doing that.
Now what? Because there's gonna come a time football season will start. You're gonna get hype again.
NCAA drops in July. NCAA 26. I'm gonna do the same thing.
You're gonna get the commercial. You're gonna see the commercial start rolling.
It's gonna tear me up. Them commercials going to tear. I'm gonna see the gameplay. I'm gonna be watching people playing on Twitch.
That's what I'm saying.
That's gonna kill me.
Before the big Sunday countdowns kick off on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, big noon Saturday.
Get you some new games in real quick. Just play a couple games in real quick, Q, before the games come on.
It's gonna kill me, Q. It's gonna kill me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy it again in July once the new NCAA drops.
You know that gorilla they say can 100 men beat?
Yeah.
It need to come over here and just beat the hell out of you. Because you're doing some... I can't believe you. 4 times?
It's free, though.
I haven't heard of the 4 horsemen. That's crazy. All right,
let's get into the show, man. So before
You're insane, dude.
Before we get into the nitty gritty of things, I want to get your opinion on something.
What's up?
So as you know, we had a few viral reels and clips on YouTube Shorts and Instagram and everything. The most notable one is the pause, right? Where I said pause. You're not a fan of pause, as everyone knows.
It's almost at 1 million.
Yeah. Yep. So what I want to do is it's not that, but I want to get your opinion on something. So recently, Genty.
The running back, right?
Genty, he got drafted to the Raiders first round.
Yes.
And he teamed up with Brock Bowers, who's arguably the best tight end in the game, going all pro, wasn't it, as a rookie? He went first team all pro as a rookie.
Yeah, it was a quiet year, but you're right.
So recently,
he was in Georgia, right? Yeah.
So recently, the two teammates, they got to see each other, work with each other in camp and everything. And Brock Bowers, when they asked him about his impression on Genty, Brock said, Ashton Genty is a beast. He's quick. He's fast. He's rocked up. He's thick. What's your take on that?
He's just explaining how in shape and how hard this guy is going to be to tackle.
This is a sick Negro.
So you're fine with that?
I don't know. That was funny as hell. Wait a minute. See, that's what I'm saying.
I get it. You don't do pause.
Yeah, that's right.
But rocked up and thick?
Yes. You're letting this pause culture invade your damn membrane.
You're part of the problem. No, you're part of the problem.
We can't change the way we talk, man. We can't change. You're from the world of sports. I'm on the other side. You on the field. So when I'm looking at you and I'm talking say I'm breaking down Bowie State. And I tell you what, Davon Nixon, first of all, his name is spelled Davion, but it's pronounced Davon Nixon. He's a hard-hitting safety. I mean, the guy has quick feet, his hands, his hips. He get them hips straight.
That's cool.
Right. I'm talking about your hips.
That's cool.
Right.
Because hips translates in the defensive back world. But
you're a pause coach. I can't say the word hips without saying pause, and you're a pause coach.
That's fine. I'm not crazy with pause. But what I'm saying is, rocked up. When is it ever valid to say another grown man is rocked up? You could say he's diesel, he's cock diesel, pause. You can say he's swole.
It's a
you can say he's a unit. But to say a man is rocked up,
yeah, it's a synonym. Yeah, all what you said means the same thing.
Have you ever said
chiseled,
Chiseled.
Everything.
Have you ever said that before? Another grown man is rocked up.
I hadn't said it before, but I still agree with what he's saying.
Followed up by thick.
Listen, Serena Williams is thick.
Yeah.
Right. You can use. Listen, you can't get caught up in it, man. You can't get caught up in it. So you're gone. Your mind's gone. You're in this Paul's world. I can't even say Big Daddy Kane on you.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Again, I'm not crazy with it, because in the clip, what you said, that was definitely worthy of a pause. I don't care what you say. And you know, I talk sports.
Right.
But this is insane.
Rocked up and thick.
Followed up with each other, one after the other.
I have no problem with it at all. He's explaining a guy's attributes, all of his body. He's just explaining his body. In football, you explain guys' bodies. You do.
You do.
But
if you think this is fine,
DK Metcalf with a shirt off. You see him practice with a shirt off out there catching them routes?
Yeah.
Right. How you gonna explain that? He looks like a damn Zeus, a god,
say,
a myth, god.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. But me, whenever let me tell you what rocked up means in my world.
Okay,
Pause. Right. When I'm giving a chick a massage,
yes,
it's inevitable. I'm gonna be rocked up.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Boom.
I know what you're talking about. Right.
Never should that translate to the sports world talking about another man and then followed up with he's thick. That's a double technical. You're ejected from the game,
you gotta
sir.
Go?
Yes, you're ejected. Leave the press conference.
What's the difference in saying a girl telling you, "Dang, D, you got some nice hands," and then you say, "Dang, Q, Travis Hunter has some nice hands.
Q.
CeeDee Lamb has nice hands. AJ Brown has nice hands," and they use in two different situations, but we still talking about how good your hands are and giving a massage. And in our sports world, how good your hands are and catching footballs.
Hands,
damn, I just made 100% dope sense.
Hands and rocked up are on completely different ends of the spectrum. You can say you have nice hands. That means you catch the ball well.
Right. Even
or
in
you
basketball,
give good
nice
massages,
hands. Right.
whatever.
Right.
But if a chick says anything, okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this. Your woman gets a massage from a man.
Right.
You say, "Baby, how was the massage?" "Oh, it was good. The guy was rocked up." You're going to take that as he's chiseled? No. You're going to say he's what?
I'm not going to take it as he's chiseled. It's a different situation. You crazy bastard, you. It's a different situation.
This is insane. We got a comment. Q Sloan says, "Hell no, that's crazy. Explains guy's body is wild too." Q Sloan says that's crazy. Is that notes?
Nah, that's Bartholomew Wilcox.
Bartholomew, oh yeah, and I know Bartholomew don't be going for it. Wilcox, what up? I know Bartholomew don't be going for it. What up, Wilcox?
He in Nashville.
Okay, yeah, and he gets it. He gets it. That is insane.
Cox is nuts, man.
Q.
I can't. Come on, man. So what are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing to me, man? I can't say M&M's, plain, or peanuts. I can't say nothing to you. I can't say nothing to you.
This is a sick Negro.
Hey.
Oh my
God.
God.
That is killer. What am I supposed to say? So what happened? You know what I used to order when I went to
Cox
McDonald's?
Is nuts is.
So what? Now listen.
I mean, because look at what we're talking about.
Cox, let me tell you something. I know Cox. I know Cox. Bartholomew Wilcox. When Cox will go to McDonald's, he would get a. He would get a caramel
you know
sundae.
who?
I know Bartholomew Wilcox.
No.
Cox, man. COX. Dude, you tripping. Cox will get a caramel sundae with nuts. I know Cox. Now, what does that mean? I can't order. I'm not talking about a guy's testicles, man. Damn, are we going through this here? And it just tickles your fancy.
I mean, I'm saying like the topic and then to end it like that was crazy.
I'm not saying Cox. I'm saying Cox.
I got
Here's
you.
the thing. So how can you how can we do an NFL pre-draft and we talking about guys' attributes?
You can do it, but the thing is, it's just all about placement. The subject we're talking about, and then to end it with Cox is nuts. I know Cox.
And is he not nuts? Is he not nuts?
Here's how you say it. I know Bartholomew Wilcox, man. He's a damn fool.
Right.
That's how you say it. You don't just go straight to throwing out the first 3 letters of his name and then ending it with nuts after what we're talking about, saying Cox is nuts. Man. All right, you got it. You got it, brother. You got it. Let's get into the next topic, man, because good Lord.
Oh, that was funny.
All right, so recently, Travis Hunter recently tied the knot at 22 years old with no prenup agreement with his new wife. Not to mention that he just signed a 4-year deal worth $46.65 million and a $30.6 million signing bonus.
Okay.
Now, this is stirring up a lot of buzz because, over the past year, I would say there's been a lot of controversial events that transpired between these two. More specifically with them coming out and telling stories about how they met and, things that happened in college, how she would go to parties and he would wait in the car for her. And, like how they even got together. Like she wasn't feeling him. She didn't know who he was. She wasn't trying to give him a chance. And her brother was like, do you know who this is? Like, you better stop playing. And then she gave him a shot. So there was a lot of red flags that people were kind of, worried about after these stories came out and everything. So they finally tied the knot, no prenup. And then he bought her like a $250,000 AMG wagon, which was nice, all black. That was dope.
They had it. That was a Bentley, right? What was
Benz.
that B? What was that B? It was a Benz.
Was it a Bentley?
I just saw that big bit. That thing was fire.
I thought it was
smooth.
an AMG.
No, I'm with you, but it was all tinted out.
Yeah, it was matte black. It was really nice.
I used don't like the G wagons, but I said, damn, that was
it was nice.
That was
nice.
Smooth. That was smooth. And
so a lot of people it's stirring up a lot of buzz. A lot of people are saying that she's going to play him. She's going to take his money. She's going to get some kids, and just a lot of people doubting the situation, doubting
from some people.
Exactly. So I want to get your opinion on this for 2 specific reasons. One, you were married before, correct?
Yeah.
So you were married before, plus you have a son
and a daughter.
Yes. You have both. So you have children of your own. So I want to get your perspective of this as someone who was married before, has a son, so you can kind of put yourself in the father's shoe as far as how you would see it. So I want to let you start this off on just your thoughts around this and, just how you think it could transpire and maybe some steps he could have taken to maybe protect his assets. Just in general, what are your thoughts on this situation?
Well, first of all, we're gonna have Bartholomew Wilcox. We got this third chair. We got to get Bartholomew on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, man, I have no issue with it at all. Right? Even though I'm divorced 10 years now, having a divorce or whatever, both sides are. No regrets.
Yeah.
But I still believe in the institution of marriage, and I'm proud of them. Let me tell you something. When you're in that spotlight like that, Ren, you have the whole world giving their opinion on you.
Right.
The whole world giving their opinion on your girl and you. Now, listen, we know Travis Hunter is in an awesome situation and a life-changing situation for generations if he do it right. And we know, first of all, he's one of these guys who got money and they get outpunt their coverage when it comes to women, so to speak. Travis Hunter looked like he need to be at the end of a haunted house with no mask on, just saying boo to people, right? And
I think this was his real, true girlfriend. And you could kind of tell, you know what I mean?
First of all, listen, leave these young kids alone. She just signed a prenup. So what? She didn't. Okay, it's not the end of the world. They may get divorced. She may get half. He's going to get more money. He's not going to be dead broke. He looks like he's going to have a bright future in the NFL. And when they first cut all this controversy, it wasn't even controversy. When they caught heat because she didn't stand up, just nitpicking everything.
Yeah.
He came out and said a statement. She did like a 7-minute video, and it went away. It went away.
Right.
It went away. When he got drafted, he hugged everybody one time. Didn't nobody say anything.
Right.
They kept telling him, bow wow, everybody, don't get married. Guess what? He got married.
Right.
He's happy.
Yeah.
That ugly joker is smiling.
Yeah.
And I know she has a history and all these stories she telling me about what she did. He sat in the car and all that stuff. Hey, that's yesterday. We talking about today. And I would tell my son, listen, if you love her, first of all, ain't nothing I could say to my son is gonna change his mind about the way he feel about this girl he's dating.
Especially now. You want to know why?
Why?
She put that mouth on him.
There you go.
She's 100% putting that mouth on him.
There you go.
This is his first real girlfriend, probably freaky joint. I think she Latina, maybe.
Yeah.
And Latinas, you know, they spicy and they got that spicy box. They got that spice box. So she putting that thing on him. She putting that mouth on him like he's never had before. It don't. He would change religions for this woman. You know what I mean? So you're right.
I would talk to my son. You know, this is what you want to do. Get him all the advice you want to. Man, that thing, you have to support him because he's gonna do what he's want anyway. Because now he's having a professional career when he got 36 M's guaranteed in his pocket.
Right.
They started a future together. Yeah. They went from boyfriend to girlfriend to fiance after all that stuff. Still got engaged to her, and then still got a marriage to her less than a year. So I'm telling you. He's moving forward, man. And we know her love box got more miles on it than a damn U-Haul truck. We already know that. Or than a drug dealer's rental car in the 90s. We know it got that many miles on it.
Box Chevy.
Right. But he loves her. She loves him. I think it's authentic. So I'm not going to sit back and say, I told you so. If it do break down, which I don't want it to, it may break down. But I think he'll recover.
Well, what about the prenup situation? So you as a father, if this was your son, you talking to your son, you're saying, okay, you love her, like I hope the best. Yeah. You're having a positive mindset towards it. But what about the prenup situation? Would you try to advocate for him to get her to sign a prenup, knowing that he's about to be worth over $40 million before even taking his first snap in the league?
Right. I would have a conversation with him and see how he feels about it, because Martin Lawrence had a joke about it. He's like, how do you tell a woman that? I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You my soulmate. But before we get married, I need you to sign this right here. Yeah. That's terrible, man.
Well, well, here's the thing. It was recently an interview. It's this one divorce lawyer who's done a lot of podcasts. I've seen a few interviews. I've seen his interview on Soft White Underbelly. It was very good. Yeah. And he was divorced himself. And a really good statistic that he brought up was that majority, I think it was like over 90% of marriages that get a prenup done last. And you know the divorce rate is, as far as the complete package, is over 50%. He said vast majority of marriages that get a prenup signed, they tend to actually last longer than those that don't. And it was a few reasons. One of the reasons he threw out is that it can actually be a good what's the word? It's a very communicative moment, and it's a good intimate moment, if you will, because that's a real conversation you have to have.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
And if you get through having that and it comes out successful, then it's like, okay, that actually builds a foundation of trust, if you would, because it's also like prenups don't have to, it can be what you come with, you leave with. It doesn't have to be you get nothing, and you can make a prenup however you want. You can say, okay, you won't get half, but you can get a quarter of it. You can get a third of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. You can make a prenup however you want.
Right.
But it's a good like a communicative step in that relationship, if you would, because that's a real serious conversation you have to have.
It is.
And if you can get through that, then like any other real serious conversations throughout the marriage that you have to have, it just makes it that much easier for it to happen into it. But I just wanted to throw that stat out there because I thought it was interesting that most marriages with a prenup tend to last, have a greater chance of lasting longer than those without it.
I think they last like a week longer.
It's no divorce rate. What he's saying is no divorce on over 90% of marriages with a prenup.
Yeah, but if you sign a prenup and you're going into the marriage, so it's like it could work in the guy's favor. Mm-hmm. Whoever signs it, the woman got all the money, she can make you sign a prenup. Men, right. You know, I guess the majority, the women do sign or whatever, but it could be the flip side of that. Mm-hmm. Some, women balling too, who they finna marry, they gonna sign it. I think whoever has the upper hand on the prenup can go in a little bit more, I guess a little arrogant a little bit. Yeah. Because I could say what I want. If we get in a big argument and if you threaten to leave. Right. You ain't taking shit out of here.
You ain't taking nothing.
But them hush puppies you came in. Yeah. Like, I'm saying it could be that type of situation. Yeah. So a prenup can add that, depends on who you are going into the marriage. Mm-hmm. So it's tough, man. It's tough.
Well, my thing is like, okay, if you love me, then why is it such a big deal that I'm trying to say let's not make money come in between us once it splits?
Well, if you love me, we shouldn't even be talking about no damn prenup.
If you love me, it shouldn't be a problem that I want to get a prenup signed. That I don't want you to rob me if it doesn't happen to go well.
What you mean I'm going to rob you? So now you sound like Ike Turner. What you mean I'm going to rob you?
Because, man, you're going to, especially if it's a kid involved, the woman's going to get at least half plus child support.
Well, you already know that. Absolutely.
And if the man builds that from nothing by himself, and the woman comes along afterwards, after it's built, and takes half of what he built before they even met, plus a monthly payment of child support, that's highway robbery.
I will say this about the child support. Side note, I think child support should be based on a different amounts, considering depending on how old the child is. Like from birth to about, I don't know, a year, it should be a certain amount. From like a year to 5 years old should be a certain amount, you know, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You should get something, but you know, you shouldn't be getting $80,000 a month,
Insane.
and your child is 2 years old.
Absolutely
and you get $80K a
insane.
month. That's crazy.
Your man Wilcox is wild. He said she's getting half and going to be waiting on Diddy when he gets out, buddy. Travis is an idiot, pal.
I told you, Cox is nuts. I told you, man, he's insane.
I believe it alone. Yeah, hey, that's funny as hell.
So I guess Cox is pro prenup.
Yeah, I'd imagine. But a lot of people are kind of like, you know, like, oh man, she's going to leave. My take on it is this. I think that I hope for the best. I truly hope for the best. I'm not going to be spilling negative energy out.
Well, she get money anyway. Okay, no hold on. Let's say if did she sign a prenup? Was no prenup?
No prenup.
All right, you did say that. So it's no prenup signed, right? So if they divorce anyway, she's gonna get alimony. So instead of getting half, she still should be set, not really for life, but she should be in a great tax space.
Yeah.
If they get a divorce.
Yeah.
Because he has to pay her alimony.
Right.
Pay her what she's the custom style she's used to living.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if she's gonna be smart and try to start some businesses. Travis got plenty of money, obviously.
Yeah.
Babe, I want to do this. I want to do this. Well, babe, I'm happy with your boutique or whatever you want to, what nails, whatever you want to start. I got you. You my girl.
Yeah.
So whatever she's gonna strive in with that. But she's gonna get alimony anyway.
Yeah.
She's gonna get alimony anyway. So you can't say I love you and then say, hey, sign this. You got to be the damn man to do that.
Well,
Would you have your girl sign a prenup?
if I get married and I have a certain amount of money, then yes, I will go.
No, wait a minute.
If I want to get married,
But D,
I will go down the prenup route. But I would still be able to listen. You'll be taken care of. Don't even trip off that.
I know, but I said this is your girl though. Your girl.
Yeah. I'm a defensive person.
That's what I'm saying. So you would look at you and say, will you marry me? And get down on one knee. You got the ring right here, but he said, hold on. She crying. What's wrong? Hold on. You got to sign this too.
Yeah, man.
You could do that?
Yeah.
If cold bastard.
Yeah, I would.
You're a cold bastard, man.
I would. If I have a certain amount of money, because I wouldn't even want to get married unless I have a certain amount of money. But once I get a certain amount of money, and if it makes sense, then yeah. Unless the only way I wouldn't is if I get with a woman that really helps me build and get to that point, and then we get married. I probably wouldn't trip off it. But you know, it depends, man. I lay out situations and analyze it for what it is. If you were to say you got with Halle Berry, 10, 15 years ago, Halle Berry,
yeah,
she got that chicken,
yeah,
right? And
that what?
She got that chicken.
Oh, that's what you goofies call money. Okay. I can't keep up with y'all goofy ass slang, but go ahead. So chicken is money
has been out.
Okay.
Hold on real quick on the prenup. Boy 1881 says, if you ain't no punk. If you ain't no punk, holla, we want prenup. We want prenup. Yeah.
That's something that you need to have.
There we go.
That's my karaoke song.
Good one, Alex. But okay, you get with Halle Berry.
Yeah.
And she wants to marry you, but she says you have to sign a prenup. Would you? You with Halle Berry. You're going to get taken care of while the marriage is happening, but she wants you to sign a prenup.
On that standpoint, yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would. So I couldn't see myself doing that.
What's the difference?
Me, I couldn't do that. I just couldn't have it. I couldn't have it in me to do that because when we sit on the couch watching movies, watching HGTV and House Hunters and watching our shows and series and all that, and then she cooking for me, I'm cooking for her, waking up together and just doing lovey-dovey stuff and just grinding, going to work, she going to work, and then we finna get married. I can't say, hey, sign this. I just can't. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do it, man.
I don't see why not.
Because it's a different type of love. I made it sound like the damn love doctor, but it's just a different type of love. I couldn't say do all that. No, hell no. I just couldn't see myself doing that because even doing arguments and stuff, because you know it's gonna come up.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna come up. And she done signed it, man. It's gonna come up.
Yeah.
What if you're a jive turkey and you throw it in her face?
I wouldn't do that. Like I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't use it as like leverage to like, cause then she could, hold on. You're saying you wouldn't use it as leverage? Could she not use it as leverage? If she's married to you, could she not be like, go ahead and break up with me if you want? I'm gonna take half your shit.
Yeah,
any person,
some horrible things get said in arguments. You already know.
Any person could use leverage technically.
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
So
and then that's when you get back arrogant. When you take half my shit, I'm gonna get some more.
All right.
Tiger Woods wrote a check for $500 million, and it didn't hurt him at all.
Good Lord.
At all. Paul McCartney wrote a check for almost $500 million, $300 million, and he was married for like 2 weeks to that lady. Didn't hurt him at all.
That's nasty.
But you have to be a Beatle and have to be Tiger Woods.
Right. That's one in a billion.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope the best for them too.
You do?
I'm not gonna put negative energy out there. Do I think he should have? Listen, man, he's young. It's his first girlfriend, so the ball is in her court. She can definitely, use it, take advantage of the situation at this point. They already got married. She can do it's in her court. She can do whatever she wants. I hope she doesn't. I hope she really has the best interest for dude.
But even if she do it, who's to say she's gonna keep that money?
Q, come on.
Because he's still gonna be getting them NFL checks.
Yeah, she's gonna. What do you mean?
So say he had to give her $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's gonna last her for the rest of her life?
She's
her
not only
family?
$10 million ain't gonna be it because Travis is gonna make bread. He's a two-way NFL player. He's gonna make bread. For him to come into the league and not take a snap and get $40 million, he's gonna make bread.
Right, but he's gonna have a dope lawyer. Now, if he get a $200 million contract, she's not gonna get $100 million of it.
Well, he's not even gonna get he's in Florida, so the taxes are a little bit better.
Right.
But
say he get $200 million, he bring home $80 million. She's not gonna get 40 of it. That's what I'm telling you.
Why
I don't
not?
think it's gonna be that half.
She's gonna get half of everything. All assets she's gonna get half of. Not just that money.
Okay, but she has to maintain. You think she's gonna maintain that? Because she's not gonna have that checks to come in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why she has to have the children first. If she has the kids, then yes, she will get monthly payments on child support.
Evil halfway is this?
Q. This is real world shit we're talking about. This happens on the regular. No, I'm just laying out worst case scenarios. But these are worst case scenarios that happen on the regular.
I agree.
Happen to my family members.
Right.
I see it. This is everyday stuff we're talking here.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, first what I'm gonna do, girl, I'm gonna marry him, and then I'm gonna have them babies. And
yes.
But okay, what?
That's how some chicks map it out.
I'm not saying I'm Forrest Gump. No, I ain't saying that. You act like I'm Forrest Gump. I know what the game is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just getting.
We know once you have the baby, you're good. You're
Sure.
She got one child. She good for the rest of her life anyway. Because
if she has two, she's Gucci.
Right. She's what?
She's Gucci.
Hey, man. She's a piece of clothing? Why wouldn't you say she's hair figure? Say she's Nautica. Why wouldn't you say she's
Come on,
say
Q.
she's Polo?
I know you've heard Gucci before.
Come on, man. Stop it.
Come on.
Why would you say she's Coach?
She's Gucci.
And I keep telling you, man, you're not from freaking New York.
Q, everyone says Gucci. You kidding me?
Chicken, Gucci. You still wear stickers on your hat. You tuck your damn jogging pants in your socks. God,
you gotta show the shoes off, man. Come on, Q. I just realized something. Since we're talking of styles, you got the stocking cap on today. You got the Day joint on.
Yeah.
Wait, are you doubled up?
Yeah, I'm doubled up.
You're doubled up?
Yeah.
Q, that's nasty.
Yeah.
You're doubled up on the stocking cap?
Yeah, man. My barber chicken wheezy, man. I can't get by that, but it's still fashionable. I got the white in Colorado, and I got the white in Colorado.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
That's actually fly.
You damn right. And I got I'm chilling.
That's actually fly.
Yeah,
you matching the pantyhose cap with the t-shirt joint with the colors.
Yeah.
You got the white and tan stocking cap. You got the white and tan with the Colorado. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That's fly.
So you're not gonna post a little video of, like you did me
Oh,
in
I'm
the
definitely
story
going to, for
with
sure.
your little red. You couldn't stop freaking laughing. You was laughing like the end
That
of
red stocking cap was nasty.
You was
look
laughing.
Like,
you put the cartoon character. Who was that?
That was the pill from Osmosis Jones. You look like Frankenberry with that red stocking cap on. That joint was nasty, Q. That joint was nasty. This joint would be nasty too, but you kind of color coordinated it. It's not bad. It's not bad. You definitely could tell you from the South. I don't think we wouldn't wear that in Maryland.
Fitted haircut, bandana, stocking. I could do them all.
I'm not mad at it. It's unorthodox, but I'm not mad at it. You want to know something? I think as far as like fashion, I think that everything is what's it called? Is it's a cycle. Everything comes back in style. My grandfather before snapbacks were in. My grandfather always had snapbacks. He had like this New York Yankee snapback, real vintage joint.
They came back too.
Yeah,
remember snapbacks came back.
Yeah, snapbacks and tattoos. And when I was a kid, I'm like, yo, I got this joint, and it came back. Also, my grandfather used to always wear V-necks. His V-necks were big as hell, but he used to wear V-neck T-shirts, and they came back in style for a minute. So everything comes back. So I don't know. They might bring the stocking cap with the double shirt.
That's what I'm saying. I've been wearing a double shirt since '92.
Yeah, since I've known you.
91, 92. That's just my style.
You definitely have it since I've known you.
My style. So I like I said, I'm definitely not a damn follower.
All right.
Trendsetter.
Well, speaking of trendsetters, a trend that was set in 2022 by the Philadelphia Eagles that the NFL tried to ban is here to stay. The Tush push is here to stay. You can't stop greatness, Q. But before I get your take on it, let me go ahead and lay everything out. So the Tush push was voted to stay. Only 22 out of the 24 voted. Out of the 24 votes needed to ban it, only 22, so 2 less teams voted that were needed in order for it to be banned. Now, let me just say this. The 10 teams that voted to keep the Tush push were the Philadelphia Eagles, of course, the Baltimore Ravens, shout out to the crib, the Cleveland Browns, the Detroit Lions, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, the New Orleans Saints, shout out to Kellen Moore, the New York Jets, and the Tennessee Titans. Let me say this first and foremost. Y'all some real ones. All other 22 teams are some bitches. All 22 other teams, some straight bitches. Trying to take a play out of a playbook, one play that the whole world knows is happening when it happens. Let me get my shit off right quick, you. The whole world knows it's happening. We line up, we show y'all. It's not a facade. It's not smoke and mirrors. Have we run plays out of it before? Yes, but for the most part, y'all know what's coming. Y'all know how to stop it. You just can't stop it. Not to mention, you can run the play as well if you want. Some teams have tried, many have failed. But they're trying to take a play out just because one team is so dominant at it. But anyway, moving on. Not to mention, you want to know what? Speaking of just because we're so dominant at it, a lot of owners try to deflect that and say that it's a safety reason. Mind you, I've been watching us run that play since 2022. I've never seen a Philadelphia Eagle get hurt running the Tush push. Never. It has nothing to do with safety. But they try to deflect that. But your boy, Jerry Jones, what do you call him? Uncle Jerry. He came out and he stood on 10 toes. You know what? I respect Jerry Jones for this because he said, here we are debating it and quote, here we are debating it and having to decide, well, am I really against the Tush push or just don't want Philadelphia to have an edge, unquote. Let me just say this. Okay. I salute Jerry Jones for keeping it a buck. All right. Because he didn't have a flabby back, flabby spine like the rest of these owners, not to mention Jeffrey Lurie dug in they ass. Jeffrey Lurie, when they had their owners meeting for it, he dug in the owners' ass that voted against it, all 22 teams, and he dug in Roger Goodell's ass, calling them cowards and calling them baby back bitches for trying to ban a play and say that it's because for safety reasons. No, we found a play and executed it over 80%. And y'all try to ban it because we're so good at it. But like I said, Jerry Jones, at least he had balls enough to come out and say, listen, I just don't want them to have the edge. Right. We know it ain't have nothing to do with safety. They just have the edge to it. But anyway, the Tush push is here to stay. It's here to push on. I got mine off. QCB, Dallas Cowboy fan. Y'all see the helmet in the background. Y'all see the star. How do you feel about the Tush push staying?
Well, first of all, if I was playing that goofy ass Paul's game, I could have said he said dugging in their ass. But see, I don't play that game because it's goofy. So, but you was getting your joint off, and I appreciate it because you was going. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I totally disagree. I think it should be banned. It's an illegal play.
Illegal how?
I got B. Dot. We was talking about on the show. You was on. It's rugby. It's a rugby play. And the fact that you line up in a goal line formation when you're nowhere near the goal line or not trying to kick a field goal or do a punt, it may be one of the most illegal plays I've ever seen in sports. And the fact that it was even up for conversation lets you know it was illegal. The fact they even had to vote on it, because if it was all good, we wouldn't even be talking about it. And I think it's a huge part of one of the reasons why y'all kept drives alive, winning a few games here and there. It was a very intricate part of you guys' offense. And I think you guys should be ashamed of yourself for keep trying to just put this tush push on top of this pedestal. It's an absolute illegal play. You line up so many people and you get this huge push. I don't know why you don't do it every play till you get a first down, till you get all the way down to the end zone and score. You line up, you already got your offensive line. Then you got about 4 running backs, three fullbacks, 3 tight ends. You bring in 2 more quarterbacks, and you push. It's such an advantage. The defense only could put so many guys in front of it. It's like they got the weight coming down, and you guys on top of the hill and just easily bearing down on them, and they're on ice. There's no way they can stop it enough times to have a good turnover rate. They can't. So it's going to be an 80% completion rate for you guys. It's an absolute illegal play, and it almost made me stop watching the NFL. That's how much I think it's despicable. I think it's a despicable play. And for you guys to like continue to like brag about it, talk shit about it, I think you should be ashamed of yourselves. And I'm just disgusted at Eagles fans who think it's a good play. I think it's despicable. Absolutely despicable.
Okay. You want to know the key term that I got from that spew?
Despicable?
No. Such an advantage. That's what this whole thing boils down to. Because it's an advantage that we created that any other team, any other 31 teams could have done themselves. We created an advantage. And that's what it all boils down to. Y'all are mad that we have an advantage. But let's go ahead and break down what you said, shall we? Before we do that, Wilcox said, yeah, he just said what you said. He said, hey, yo, Doug in the ass is crazy, bro. Pause. And you kept saying it, too. I didn't even know I said it. See, I was in the zone.
Well, that's right. Well, okay. That's another reason to stop playing it.
I didn't even know I said it.
Right.
No,
Good job, Cox. I'm saying Cox, C-O-X.
I know, but why not? All right.
Well, I'm a game cock. What does that mean? We say, go, Cox.
Yeah, y'all are wild for that. But let me just get to this. Okay, so you said it's an illegal play. Let's start with that. What makes the play illegal?
The formation.
It's legal. We have, what is it, 5 down linemen?
Come on, man.
It's legal. It's literally legal formation, or else it will be a flag.
So why are we even voting on it then?
Because y'all are upset that we have an unstoppable play, pretty much. They're like, hold on. You know they hate you when you're at the top. They hate, people hate greatness.
And you're proud of that.
But yes, absolutely. We didn't hype this play up. Y'all did. Y'all called it the brotherly shove. Y'all called it the tush push. Y'all voted to ban it. Y'all said, should this play? We did not say nothing. All this came from the outside noise. We said nothing about this play. This came from y'all.
When Jalen Hurts get hurt his neck on this dumbass play, don't come over here bitching and crying about it.
Q, we've been running for 3 years. He's never gotten hurt.
All right.
You acting like QB sneaks aren't part of the game.
Oh, no, this is different than QB sneak. Because you don't get no push from the QB sneak.
But it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
We create a wedge and push the wedge. Why can't the defense? We've been stopped.
You can't.
The Bucks have stopped us multiple times.
Oh, stop it.
They have. The Jaguars last year, I was at the game. They stopped it. We've been stopped.
It's not
so why won't teams?
It's 80%. It's not 100%.
So why won't teams mimic what teams have done to stop us? Why not draft a Vince Wilfork or whatever you got to do just to stop it? That big boy over with the Bucks that played with the Gators, that 400-pound dude. Yeah. You think they ain't going to try to stop it with him in the middle?
Listen, a lot of teams don't want to go down that route. It's not a monkey see, monkey do. Oh. They don't want to go down that route. They say, you know what, we ain't going to do that goofy
then just
ass.
Sit back and let us run it down your throat. Pause.
Y'all in for a rude awakening. You're gonna have such a Super Bowl hangover. Y'all gonna have a rude awakening.
See, this is hate. Because we're talking about Tush Push and why the league is upset because we have an unstoppable play. You're talking about Super Bowl hangover?
No, because this is a big part of why it's gonna happen.
How? Break it down, Q.
Because I think this Tush Push situation with you guys is gonna it's not gonna have no 80% completion rate like it did last season or whenever the season was 2 years ago. I think teams gonna figure out how to make that completion rate a little bit less than 80, and that's gonna be your monkey asses when it happens.
Okay.
Henceforth, your Super Bowl hangover. It's going to affect everything. Domino effect. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen.
So let's roll with it. Let's say that the league figures out how to slow down a Tush Push. Let's just roll with it because it's not going to happen. But let's just roll with it.
Yeah.
You think that's going to lead to us losing games?
Yes, because there's going to be a turnover on downs.
So we don't have a quarterback.
No.
So we don't have a quarterback in Jalen Hurts that can squat over 600 pounds. We don't have AJ Dillon, who literally has the largest quads in the NFL, and that's behind Saquon Barkley. Okay. So with those weapons alone, we can't convert on short yardage downs, is what you're saying.
I think the Tush Push has got pushed to the amount. I think it's going to start getting handled more and more and more. It's going to be a turnover of downs, which is going to hurt your season, and guys going to get the ball, go down there and score. I'm telling you, it's going to mess y'all up. I'm telling you right now.
So we've been running this since 2022, and analysts and teams have been saying this since 2022 that they're going to stop the Tush Push.
Well, they're not going to not stop trying.
That we're going to have a Super Bowl hangover. We didn't the last time we went and lost. We didn't have a Super Bowl hangover. We started 10-1. Yes, I know we lost the last 5 out of the 6, but we started 10-1. That is not a Super Bowl hangover. And this is the second time we went to the Super Bowl. This time we won it.
Wait a minute.
And we have a quarterback in Jalen Hurts who has a killer mentality, who always keeps the main thing the main thing. And you think that we're going to have a Super Bowl hangover after having after our third successful season under Jalen Hurts as a QB and Sirianni as a head coach?
A lot of teams who win the Super Bowl think just like you think. They supposed to. You know, you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
When you got the core guys coming back, coaching staff coming back, Gabe Sirianni, a contract extension, you're not going into the season thinking gonna have Super Bowl hang on. Now you thinking dynasty. We got to try to make a dynasty that which you're nowhere near a damn dynasty. You're not even sniffing a damn dynasty. But I'm just saying, you're not thinking Super Bowl hangover. But Super Bowl hangover will come and bite teams in their asses. That's what happens.
So why didn't it bite the Chiefs? So what's the difference between Chiefs and us?
No, everyone know Patrick Mahomes, that's one. Andy Reid, that's two.
Jalen Hurts has outplayed Patrick Mahomes. That's one. Sirianni had their neck and neck with Andy Reid. That's two. Sirianni's the only Eagles head coach to go to 2 Super Bowls, let alone win one. So Sirianni, if we're talking about what they've done in the city of Philly, Sirianni is the best Eagles coach. And like I said, head-to-head matchups as far as the past 3 games, Hurts has Mahomes' number. So again, why are they?
Hurts, you caught me. You can't put Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes in the same conversation.
So who can you put in the same combo with Patrick Mahomes?
Nobody right now.
Okay, why is that?
He's the best quarterback in the NFL.
All right, what makes him? Because of the Super Bowl wins, right?
In the way he plays the game, the way he in crunch time he make big plays. He's made more big plays and not make big plays. So he solidifies the best QB.
Yeah.
He's the torch got passed in from Brady. He's been that guy. Now he's not going to win the Super Bowl every year. No, and like I told you last time, just because your team wins the Super Bowl don't mean every position that the Super Bowl winning team is the best position. They're the best player in the league at that position because their team won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying this. A lot of teams who win the Super Bowl don't think they're going to have a Super Bowl. I can't believe I'm saying Super Bowl so many times. They're going to have a Super Bowl hangover.
You're not used to it, no? You haven't said Super Bowl like this since you was a teenager.
Well, the 49ers haven't either. They drought this year.
I'm not talking about the 49ers, Q. I'm talking about your Dallas Cowboys. Well, we'll get to that. I know. Let's not derail because we can spend a whole hour going down that road. Let's not derail. My thing is this. You're saying that just because we won a Super Bowl, I can't say Jalen Hurts is the best QB in the league. I know he's not. Patrick Mahomes is. However, Jalen Hurts is not the type of quarterback to have a successful season and fall off. Jalen Hurts is not the type of quarterback to go into the next season with a big head and play bad. And you want to know what? This season is going to be his biggest test ever, even though we say this every season. But I say that because teams are going to mimic what the Chiefs did with us in the Super Bowl. They're going to completely load the box and make sure that stopping Saquon is the number one priority.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, you know what? If y'all beat us, Jalen Hurts has to do it. But my thing is, if any time a team has done this and Jalen Hurts has stepped up to the occasion and won the game, why is it that every year we're having the same conversation? That he's not elite, that he's not capable of running it back, having 2 successful seasons. Now, just 2 years ago, he was second team All-Pro and would have won it. I think he would have won MVP if not gotten hurt the last end of the season. So, but then he comes back and wins the Super Bowl and gets Super Bowl MVP just last season. He's been to the playoffs every year as a starter.
No, but listen, dude. 2 years ago, y'all was in the same boat as the Cowboys.
Which is what?
We got our ass whooped first round. And y'all was we was both far superior teams. We was way better than the Green Bay Packers.
But here's the thing.
And
I'm glad you brought that up.
Than my man Baker, $100 million Mayfield.
I'm glad you brought that
and
up.
the Tampa Bay Bucks. So
I'm glad you brought that up.
That's why they still question Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts shut the doubter's mouth this past season. He got the big diamond. Now, unlike Cam Newton, he wasn't able to maintain that MVP type level play. Cam won MVP in 2015. I told you this before. Yeah, he went down. Can you maintain it? He got the belt. Now, can he come and maintain it? Can he maintain that high level type play? That's what we want to see this time, day by day. Can he maintain it?
2 things. Let's start with the maintain. Then we'll go back to we was in the same boat as y'all 2 years ago. The maintain aspect.
Yeah.
Q, 2 years ago, he was second team All-Pro. But we're not talking like he had one good year.
Right.
If we're talking that season and the season that he went to the Super Bowl in the first 10 games when we went 10-1 when we had that drop, he's had multiple years of playing good quarterback.
We're talking postseason.
Oh, you want to just talk postseason?
Because before he went on that run and won 4 games in this past postseason, he had the same amount of 2-win measly ass postseason wins as Dak Prescott.
Wait, what you talking about before we went to the Super Bowl and lost?
No, I'm talking about this season.
Q, no,
right?
he didn't.
No. He was.
Oh, he had what, 2? But that's because we were the number 1 seed and we just had to. I know what you're talking about.
It's a lot of that because.
No. Go ahead. Because you love to put us in the same box as your boys. Go ahead.
No, y'all above us right now. I'm telling y'all. I'm just telling you. Before last season, when y'all went crazy and he won, I think 4 playoff games. Before then, before last season, Dak had 2 measly playoff wins. Jalen had 2 measly playoff wins.
Jalen's 2 was in 1 season. In that same season, he went to the Super Bowl. Dak's 2 was in a span of what, like 9 or 10 years?
It doesn't matter how we got there because they both.
Oh, that's a big difference, Q.
Hold on, day by day, they both had the same narrative. Same thing, Lamar Jackson. They can't win in the postseason. They can't, step the game up in the postseason. So whether we got 2, how we got here, we got here.
You can't get to the Super Bowl without overcoming that they can't win in the postseason narrative.
Well, Jalen overcame it.
Yeah.
So he's out to 2 wins. Super Bowl.
Dak hasn't.
Right. I'm just telling you, his ass was just there. He just moved out the 2-win projects. He just moved out.
But Q, this is crazy that you're trying to compare the 2.
No. It's not crazy at all.
It is because you're saying, okay, they both had.
ESPN didn't have much as a top 10 quarterback last year.
A lot of people don't, but the thing is,
but they had Dak in there.
But who has the Super Bowl? Like,
I mean, you got it. Got it.
Yeah. All I'm saying is this: you keep saying the 2 playoff wins. That was from 1 season, and those were it was in 1 season that led to him getting to the Super Bowl.
Right.
And kind of just 1 play short of winning. Dak had 2 wins in the divisional round over a span of 9 years. That's a big
still 2 difference. Though. So what happened when he could have had another win when they played the Bucks 2 years ago, but he got his ass molly-whopped.
Yeah, he lost.
Got his ass whooped.
Yeah, he lost.
Right. So he could have had another win, but he didn't.
He didn't. That's okay. So we're talking 2 seasons, still compared to Dak's 9. I'm still taking that.
All I know is they had 2, and then your boy, he's on another planet. He got the big diamond. He's at the top of the mountain, and I just want to see is he going to be able to maintain it. That's all. Can he maintain that play?
Right.
I have zero confidence that he can. Zero.
This is, and you know what? This is going on 3 years hearing like something like this of you. Analysts, journalists saying that I still don't think he can get it done.
Well, he already got it done. He got it done.
Exactly, but he got it done after having a great All-Pro season and making it to the Super Bowl just coming up short.
He did.
And they said, oh, he can't do nothing. He makes it to the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
Now it's the same. This is going on 3 or 4 years.
That's how you become a legend, though. Day by day, you got to become a legend. That's why
which he's going to do. All I'm saying is it's crazy that
he'll go home and watch I Am Legend.
That was a good one. It's crazy that we're just having the same conversation year after year with Jalen Hurts, and he continues to prove people wrong year after year. He just
proved people wrong last year,
and they're still doubting him.
Don't say every year because that's not the case. He just proved people wrong last year.
No, he proved people wrong 2 years ago when he went second team All-Pro and took his team to the Super Bowl. That's not proving that he can be an elite quarterback? Yes or no? And I'll leave it.
Well, losing?
Making it to the Super Bowl and being second team All-Pro and second in MVP voting.
Cam for that one season, yes.
Yeah.
Cam was elite.
For one season.
Right. Regular season MVP.
So far, Jalen was for 2.
Okay. But to become a legend, that's why I told you before. Why you don't listen to me?
I hear you. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I told you, when you that's why Brady, Breeze, that damn arrogant, pompous, and I do mean pompous piece of NFL trash, Aaron Rodgers, Big Ben Roethlisberger, and one of the Mannings. That's right, Brady. That's why every year is about 5 QBs who's always in a topic, a conversation when it comes to MVP because they maintain that high level play. Yeah. We just want to know, is he going to maintain it this season? Let's go. I have zero confidence that he will.
Which is cool. I mean,
zero.
As Eagles fans, like, we don't even...
A damn fat zero.
We're so used to it, like, we don't even care no more. And then the guy...
you damn sure do care.
Chase Daniels, and the guy with FS1 Sports, it's like a group of, like, 3... Chris Sims. It's like a group of, like, 3 or 4 third-string QBs when they did play in the league that just continue to doubt and bash Jalen Hurts. And it's funny because...
What you mean bash him? I say
doubt him. Okay, let's say doubt.
No, don't say can he maintain it? That's all.
Well, no, they just straight up hate
We're not
on
gonna
and
kiss
doubt
your
him.
ego ass.
You don't got to, but I mean, they like you would have think that the dude didn't win is like, I don't know, the worst team in the league. But anyway, it's funny how those dudes, third-string QBs when they did play, got no burn. Always doubt Jalen Hurts, but you want to know who seems to always like see something in him?
Who?
The greatest quarterback to play the game, Tom Brady. The greatest basketball player, Michael Jordan. That's why he's with the Jordan brand. Top 5 greatest QBs to play, Peyton Manning. I mean, these dudes constantly praise Jalen Hurts and love his game, but yet you have dudes that were third-string QBs and everything in the league that continue to doubt him and talk down on him. Like, it's come to a point like we don't even care.
No, you do care about it.
Nah.
You definitely care about it.
He got his ring. Like, what can y'all say to make he got a Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
And
that's it?
No.
Well, let's see, can he maintain and keep going?
He will. Well,
Joe Montana is the greatest, but whatever. Brady cheated twice. Spygate, Deflategate. That's cheating.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. All right, let's get to the next topic. So our last topic of the night. Let's talk about George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. We talked a little bit about this a few weeks ago, but recently CeeDee Lamb in a video, he said, quote, "We're both ones. It ain't no A, B, none of that. It's one. You look over there, you see one. You look over here, you see another. So do what you got to do with that." End quote. Not to mention, while he was saying this, George Pickens stood there like he saw a damn ghost and didn't say a damn thing.
He was shocked. Damn, that's CeeDee Lamb. I'm playing with that damn CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, that's what you took. That's what you interpreted that as.
I'm smelling like that cat from Alice in Wonderland. We about to talk about a team that's more famous than any name on the Star Hollywood Walk of Fame. We about to talk about a team that has more future and current Hall of Famers on it than any team in the NFL. We're about to talk about a team that has a hole in their roof for their stadium so God can look at his famous team play basketball. And it was a coach, Jimmy Johnson, who said...
Play what? Basketball?
I mean football. I'm on the road. Football. And it was a coach by the name of Jimmy Johnson who said something out of his mouth that was more significant to America than anything that Malcolm X has ever said, Reverend Billy Graham have ever said, or Martin Luther King has ever said, and that is, how about them Cowboys?
I'm going to get a sound clip for you. I'm going to add a How About Them Cowboys sound clip for you.
But he was absolutely right. They are ones. Pickens, I mean, we've gotten moved up to the second best receiver core in the NFL that quickly.
And haven't even played a snap yet.
I know. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
That don't sound foolish to you? Didn't they say the same thing when T.O. and Ocho were on the Bengals together?
Yeah, they said it.
They stunk up the joint.
Yeah, they didn't live up to it. But they said it.
This hype that y'all getting, and it's all from Cowboy fans.
That's not true. That's not true. Cowboy fans, first of all, you're supposed to be happy that you got Pickens on your squad to go with CeeDee Lamb. See, I'm finna break that down so fast. Would you not be happy if you're a Cowboys fan and any guy, a team that got George Pickens on their squad and you already got CeeDee Lamb? He could play for the Rams. CeeDee Lamb could play for the Rams, and we get George. If CeeDee Lamb play for the Rams, and they got George Pickens. You're not supposed to be happy about it.
First of all, I wouldn't personally.
You're not happy about it.
No, I wouldn't. Wow. I wouldn't even be. I wouldn't even want George Pickens on my team.
Come on,
it's a big red flag that the Steelers got. He's on his rookie contract. He's young. He's crazy athletic. We know he has the physical attributes, but the fact that all of that. Plus, the Steelers got rid of him nonetheless when they have DK on the other side to be a great 1-2 on its own in Pittsburgh. That's a red flag.
He didn't want to be there. You want to be there with that mean ass?
No. This was not his decision. This was not his decision.
Man, that mean ass. It's like playing for James. You don't watch Good Times.
Tomlin gets praised from the players. He's a player's coach. Come on, Q. Don't do that. It wasn't Pickens' decision.
He wanted to get the hell out of there.
It was the Rooneys.
He's James Evans, dude. I don't want to play with no mean ass coach like that. Never smiled his press conference.
He's James Evans.
Yeah, he's mean. Man, Pickens said,
Tomlin
man,
is
get
not
me
mean.
I get to play with CD. Man, get me the hell out of here. Yeah, and there's no quarterback up there. Who gonna throw the ball? Something called, hold on.
And him
Rudolph.
And him not getting targets, please. We all know with Pickens with most receivers is an issue. And I'm an Eagles fan. I can tell you when AJ Brown throws that hissy fit, I hate it.
Pickens, he reading this damn book. How can I be like CeeDee Lamb? Right.
Well, first of all, if we want to go there, no, I'll save it. But Pickens, is someone that when he doesn't get his target, it's going to be an issue.
We don't know. No, not for Dallas. It's not.
And that's easier said than done. Here's my thing. They're saying, okay, we got a 1-1. They're both going to get their targets. They're both going to eat.
Right.
It's easy. We're going to see halfway through the season, one of them, I think CD, he can live without getting the targets. CD's going to be number one. I know they're saying they're both one.
We do. They are both one.
CD is one. Pickens is two.
Why do your face frown up like that? They both ones. What's wrong with saying that?
CD is one. Pickens is two.
Wow.
When Pickens doesn't get those targets that he's used to, or better yet, that he wants, we'll see what happens then. It's easier. See, y'all are. I commend y'all how great y'all are in the spring, summer, and August season before the season starts, because y'all on paper before the season starts, y'all are godlike. Y'all are so great. Y'all are going to do this, going to do that. We're saying, oh, we're good before.
You don't think we're going to win double-digit games?
Y'all can.
Right. So what's wrong with happy about that?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're giving all this praise and everything. Yeah. We'll see what happens in the season when he doesn't get it. Just how you said you have zero confidence in Jalen Hurts, I have zero confidence in this being as successful as they're not going to both go for 1,000 yards.
Wow.
They're not.
They have a top 10 quarterback and a former MVP candidate throwing on the football.
We'll see what happens, because we see what happens when these QBs feel like they're pressured to hit certain receivers. We saw it in Buffalo with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
We don't have that in Dallas, though.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb
as far as personality-wise, Stephon Diggs and George Pickens are not that far apart. We'll see what happens. Everyone's saying, "Oh, he's going to Dallas. He's going to do better." Who's going to keep him in? Who's going to keep him in check?
We're not going to need to keep him in check. Michael Irvin's down there. You don't think Michael Irvin could go talk?
He's
to
not
him?
in the locker rooms, Q. Who in that locker room or on that coach? Who in that locker room or on that coaching staff is going to keep Pickens in check?
You don't think Dak has some veteran leadership in him?
That I don't.
Come on,
he
man.
does,
Come on,
but I don't see him keeping. I don't see him keeping Pickens in check.
What you mean keeping? What is he supposed to grab his face mask? What you want him to do? What you mean, Bobby Knight? What you mean keep him in check? What are you talking about? Jacking him up? I'm asking you.
And that's where it comes to the lead. It's many different leadership forms.
I just gave you one. I say Dak's going to talk to him. City's going to talk. You don't think him and City be hanging out and talking?
Yeah.
And there was an OTAs just now.
Yeah, that's OTAs. It's not the season.
But I'm talking about locker room, though. I'm talking about locker room.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying day by day. You saying locker room, maybe a game or two. He can get as many targets as he want. Mm-hmm. He's not going to throw a hissy fit like you do what A.J. Brown did. A.J. Brown act like he was a woman and he went to the beauty supply store and his weave wasn't the right weave there. He just threw a hissy fit.
Again, we'll see. Like I said, it's a red flag that Steelers got rid of him in the situation that they did. And I don't see
The
him
Steelers
just
are going down.
And I don't see. That's not why they got rid of him, though. Q. We know why the Steelers got rid of George Pickens. We've seen it. The dude likes to have a Royal Rumble in between plays. It's a damn running play. He's on the other side of the field, grabbing dude's face mask and uppercutting him. He's been doing that since Georgia. And then he go to Georgia from another school because he got, like, this isn't nothing new. What I'm saying is he has, that we know of, at least 4 or 5 years of him displaying his character. And you mean to tell me within 2-3 months like that, all of that is going to change just because he's with the Dallas Cowboys?
Organizations run different. Well, hold on. Look at that. That's not no goofy ass animal. Whatever that Steelers.
Don't the Steelers have more rings than y'all?
I don't know. Yeah, they got more than us.
So what's the difference?
I'm talking about once you put this on your hat, your helmet, your hoodie, your pair, whatever clothing, you act different. This is a new beginning.
T.O. acted different when y'all got him?
Have you heard of New Beginnings?
Yes, I have.
This is a new beginning.
The Terrell Owens act different.
Because he was ready to fight his quarterback in Philly. When he got to Dallas, y'all made fun of him because he cried for his quarterback. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right, okay. So
but can you answer my question? Did T.O.'s character change?
I just told you it did. He was crying for his quarterback. In Philly, it was F. McNabb. I ain't got to talk to Donovan. Working out his damn front yard. When he went to Dallas, he didn't work out his front yard.
Because they were actually beefing.
I'm just telling you what he didn't do.
T.O. was still T.O. when y'all got him.
I didn't see him working his front yard with his shirt off, calling out his teammates.
Besides that, T.O. was still T.O.
He called out his teammate in San Francisco, Jeff Garcia. Yeah. It was Jeff, right?
Yeah, it was Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff Garcia.
We had him for a little bit too.
Right. Oh, yeah, y'all sure did. He called out about to fight McNabb. When he got to Dallas, he cried over his quarterback. So he was different.
We'll see. Like I said though,
you want us to fail, don't you?
No, I just doubt that it's going to be as successful as people think, and I don't think they're top. I mean, the season ain't even starting. People have them as top 3 receiving quarter. Definitely not better than
and those
Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
Well, that's not true. They are light years better than AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
How so?
Light year. First of all, CD is better than them by himself.
How so?
He's a better wide receiver than them two by himself.
Let's just stick with AJ Brown, because not to mention PFF just rated AJ Brown as the #1 wide receiver in the NFL.
Hey, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to, hey, if that's what they rate him, I get it. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But that's no way.
QCB is rating CeeDee Lamb better though. So
ask your people. You still ain't put the poll. I'm gonna put a poll out. Who's better, AJ Brown? I can't believe I had this conversation. AJ Brown or CeeDee Lamb? You got to be kidding me, man.
I'll clip it and I'll let the people vote.
Yeah, you got to be kidding me.
You really think CeeDee Lamb is better?
Light years.
How can one stop AJ Brown?
Take his book away from him.
That's good. That's good.
AJ Brown, he's not a horrible receiver.
He can run every route on the route tree from outside the numbers.
I think both of them can. I think CD's a little more tougher. I think CD is faster. I think CD go across
tougher.
Yeah,
go ahead. He can go across the middle.
Oh, he
more than AJ Brown.
He lives there.
Are you serious right now?
He has a timeshare across the middle, a damn timeshare. You know I got that timeshare up there in Dubai? He got a timeshare across the damn middle.
You know how many, AJ Brown eats those slant routes. Are you kidding me?
He's Shaggy Doo across that middle. AJ Brown is Shaggy Doo.
You're just talking.
I'm just telling you what it is. And furthermore, we're going to sweep the Eagles this year. My Cowboys are going to sweep y'all this year. We're going to sweep.
We're going straight to it, huh? Y'all going to sweep us. How are the Cowboys going to? How do you? Y'all not even winning week 1. That's going to be bad for y'all.
We're going to sweep you.
That's bad for y'all. That's bad for y'all. At most, I'll give you 1-1, but y'all not even going to win week 1.
I ain't giving you shit.
That's bad for y'all.
You're getting swept.
I'm clipping this. We're going to play this after we beat y'all week 1.
Clip it.
You're going to be devastated.
Pause it. What you say? Pause? Pause.
Yeah. But how do you plan on beating us week 1?
Gonna beat the hell out of you. Coin toss. Game over. Saquon.
At the link?
Gonna have. Stop saying that.
Stop saying what? That's the name of our stadium.
The link?
Yes. What do you call yours? Jerry's World?
You damn right. Now you watch your mouth.
That is suspect.
You watch your mouth.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
Jerry's World?
You watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
You're taking pride in calling your spot Jerry's World, but you coming at me for calling it the Link, short for Lincoln Financial Field.
You watch your mouth, man.
That's what we're doing. Anyway, like I said, y'all coming to the Link week 1. We're dropping the banner. We're getting the rings. We're going to be hype. Our defense is going to be hungry. Vic has been planning for y'all since February 15th, 2025.
He should be. And we got Pickens.
And he's ready to kick y'all ass.
Yeah.
And, okay, we got Pickens. We got Cooper DeJean, who plays in the slot, who's going to take away CeeDee Lamb. We got Quinyon Mitchell. Whoever's on, I think, no, it's going to be Quinyon Mitchell and George Pickens. You really think George Pickens going to get the best of Quinyon? And Quinyon a dog. He a quiet dog, but a quiet dog is a hungry dog. He going to be in George Pickens'
like
grill.
One of them dogs that be on them feed dog commercials because they starving. Can't come and adopt a dog.
What? Look at George Pickens. He ugly as hell. What are we talking about?
You talking about a dog, talking about a ferocious dog. I'm saying he's like one of them weak dogs that be on them commercials. That
nah, he's like that dog King George that been checking them other dogs in the yard over there in China.
Oh,
you been seeing the video? Yeah, that's George Pickens for you. But we got George Pickens and Kelly Ringo.
Yeah.
Who's his former college teammate, I'm sorry, I said Quinyon Mitchell and Kelly Ringo, who's George Pickens' former teammate over at Georgia. But Quinyon is going to be on George Pickens and Cooper's going to be on CeeDee Lamb. Not to mention our safeties over the top. They're going to do what they have to do. But it's crazy that them lights went out. But not to mention, we have the best interior defensive lineman in the NFL in Jalen Carter.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good.
We got Michael Parsons.
He's damn good. And Michael Parsons.
Okay. See, Carter's pretty good, but Parsons is all right.
It's cool. I don't know. He hasn't been producing lately. He hasn't.
I'm still going to sweep you.
All right. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. Well, listen, that's all the time we got for now. The lights cut off, so that's kind of like...
Where we going? Oh, we can't go play NCAA because you took your damn game back, you damn maniac.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get it again, though, in July once NCAA drops for probably like a month.
They will get tired of you.
They can't. I pay that $50 a year.
That $50 a year is a nice deal, dude.
Yeah, man. And it's some good perks that come with it.
That's
some
dope.
Good perks that come with it. Yeah, dope. Man. So, yeah, I'm going to get it once it drops in July. But
cool, man.
How was your weekend? Or how was your Memorial Day weekend?
Good, man. I just shit, man. I was jumping all over the TV. I saw a little bit of Coca-Cola 600. I was watching a little WNBA. Mm-hmm. My girl Caitlin Clark is hurt right now.
What's going on with? I haven't watched it. So what's going on with the whole Caitlin Clark? And then they're trying to say her and Angel Reese got beef. What's going on? Can you break it down? Because I didn't see.
I got you. Well, they keep putting the race into it. Listen, we know she's white. We know she's black. Right. We know that. They would say this when Rebecca Lobo and Lisa Leslie was battling in the paint back in 98, 99. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a race thing then. It's so they don't want to get this.
That's the time we're in now.
Huh?
That's the times we're in now.
That's what I'm saying. This white girl who led Iowa to back-to-back Final Fours and set all these records, shooting logo threes, which we hadn't seen from a woman before. We've seen dope point guards. Yeah. I think the greatest woman basketball player all the time is Cheryl Miller. Cheryl Swoops hating on her. Cynthia Cooper loves her. Dar Staley loves her. But they just try to make this thing a rivalry between Angel and Caitlin Clark, and it's not a rivalry. It's not.
I don't think so.
Right. It's listen, they both stars. It's just Caitlin's the face of the league. That's all.
Caitlin's a beast. Angel's cool, but I mean, just off the stats I've seen in the film I've seen, I'll give her she's cool. I'll just say that.
Yeah, she's a double machine, fast one to get 400-something rebounds, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And they got good marketing. Angel Reese's Cups cereal. She got McDonald's Reebok line. But when Caitlin fouls her hard, it's a race thing. When she gives an elbow to a black point guard and Ron Howard, it's a race thing. Y'all gotta chill, man, with the race stuff, man. Yeah. Stop it. We know racism ain't going nowhere, but in this situation, it's not a race thing. Right. It's basketball. Yeah. When Larry Bird and Magic Johnson was black and white, but they was the best players on a team. Right. Angel's not the best player on the team. Right. Okay, she didn't make the playoffs last year. Yeah. The team she on is bad. Caitlin Kane, #1 pick, took them to the 6th seed, hadn't been in the playoffs in a while, and she's balling. Still move all her games. Don't you know the stats for Angel? Right now, Caitlin Clark jersey is #2 in the WNBA and NBA combined.
I believe
#2.
I believe. Who's #1?
Behind Steph.
Okay.
Not that crybaby ass LeBron James. I'm just saying she continues to put these numbers up. Yeah. It's crazy, the ratings and stuff. And the game between her and Angel Reese was like the most watched game, another record-setting game. Angel Reese is a name in the league. She's one of the stars in the league, but at the top is Caitlin Clark, and that's okay. Should be okay. Baseball, it was Shohei Ohtani last year.
Right.
This year, I think it's more of Aaron Judge being the face.
Yeah.
So that's what it was with Angel. They tried to, and then you know what I like about them too? After the game, Angel Reese said, yeah, it was a basketball move. The refs got it right. Move on.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, yeah, it was a gimme foul. I didn't want to put blah 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 put on the line. Yeah, and then the refs got it right. It's not a big deal. It's move on. It's a basketball play.
Okay, so it's people blowing it up more than what it is.
Yeah, I mean, Reese got up and tried to like grab her and fight her, but Angel just walked away. I mean, Caitlin walked away, but that's all it is, man. They trying to make it a race thing, and it's not. Caitlin balling. Just got to give well props. That's all.
All right, cool. So, all right, I'll leave that at that because I can't put too much input in. I haven't watched either game.
Yeah, I got you.
But the weekend was cool. Did you go any cookouts? Memorial Day cookouts?
Nah, man, because I was gonna hit you.
You sure? That's why I asked.
Nah,
it's
man.
been 3 years and you haven't invited me to a single cookout.
No cookouts.
You sure you would have invited me?
No, I would have invited you, man. I had no cookout Saturday. I did nothing. Like I literally did nothing. Just played video games and just chilled. And I ain't doing anything, man. I'm chilled.
All right, cool.
You saw Sinners yet?
Nah.
Me neither.
Still haven't seen it.
It's on it popped up on my movie channel.
We might get
my
canceled.
legal movie channel.
We might get canceled.
Yeah, they're gonna take out black cards.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. We might get canceled for that. No, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna see it one day. Well, listen, man. Before we get out of here, to the people tuning in, I truly appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Q, do you have anything for the folks before we leave?
Nah, man. Just follow me on social media at Real QCB. My YouTube channel is The Real QCB, and that's it, man. Just keep following me on my social media at Real QCB. And I post all my things, my shows, and my shows coming on, everything. So just follow me on Real QCB right there. That my man Day by Day put up on the screen, and keep up with all my stuff. That's it.
That's it, man. And I'm gonna tag all his profiles in the description for y'all to see.
That's it.
And then like mine right there at Day by Day on IG. You can follow me as well. But truly appreciate y'all for tuning in, whether you watching or listening, whether you watching live, watching the pre-recording, or listening to the pre-recording on the podcast stream. This is dropping on podcast platforms as well. Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Truly appreciate y'all. We're just getting this thing rolling. It's going to get better each and every time. By the time mini camp and preseason comes, I mean, this thing is really going to be going. Crazy. So go ahead and join the community now, man. We got y'all. We really want this thing to be engaging and trying to have fun with it, man. We're looking forward to this season. I think it's going to really be a great NFL season coming
all
up.
All the rookies, Shador, Travis, Dart,
this is going to be a great season.
Well, Michael Penix going to look like in Atlanta. Bryce Young, third year. Man, it's going to be crazy, man.
Yeah, man. And we playing a document and the whole thing. And we want y'all to be along. So thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, like I said, we're going to be here Monday nights, either 9 or 10 o'clock. We'll let y'all know the time. We're going to put post up so y'all can be kept up to date. But until next time, make sure that y'all stay safe, stay sane, but most importantly, stay blessed. This is Day by Day. This is the Real QCB. This is the Q and Day Show, and we are gone. Peace. Lamar and V3 with a ring.